Alright everybody, welcome back. This is going to be another swatch video. I'm going to start, as I did with my nail polish one, by taking off this beautiful layer of cellophane and giving you a clean blank canvas. And we're going to walk our way through. This is the Anastasia, or one of the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette. This is a dual-ended Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean cool lip feature that they did, along with a lot of their other Disney stuff that Lorac has done. I find that that one's a favorite of mine. This is like impossible to read, but I will let you know that this is, you can kind of see it there, Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid. And I will tell you, I didn't find this very matte at all, but it is good for some occasions if you want more of a glossy dark color. This is a Superstay Matte Ink Maybelline as well. And then these two have like a bright blue with like the reflects in it. A true matte red from Anastasia. These are Color Academy. It started out as a quad. I don't know what the fourth one went, but Color Academy Metallics. These I believe I bought through Kohl's. And this is kind of a cheat. It's a Wet n Wild. It's an eye pencil, but I've never used it as an eyeliner. I always use it as it's like a bright fuchsia color, and I used it many a time for lip. So let's dive right in. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with these three Color Academy liquid lips that are metallic. These are, unfortunately, I don't think these even have color names. Oh, no, sorry, I lied. They are red on top. This one is called Goldilocks. And I remember it being a very pretty champagne tone. Yeah. Again, let's see. It's not doing much for it on camera, but it is very attractive on the lip. I know it seems sort of inconsistent right now. But once you have it spread out, it's not a bad formula at all. I realized with canvas there's some things that certainly aren't going to translate well onto this type of material. So I find, even though they are calling themselves a liquid lipstick, that these don't really dry down in the way that I would like. I'm a little bit spoiled in the sense that I really enjoy a true matte. I was, for a very long period of time, I was buying exclusively the Kat Von D liquid lipstick. This again is the Academy of Color. This one is called Girl's World. So it's kind of a gunmetal, has like a brown, so you could call it, no, more like a bronzy, situation right next to its twin here, triplet here. You can see, same idea, same sheen. They both have that beautiful little glitter tone. I might actually have to turn my flashlight on at some point to make sure it's reading the right way on video. And then the last of those three is more of a corally lip tone, and it is called Just Peachy. Just Peachy. So this is that. This one's much more wearable. I think it's more difficult to get away with gold or, a bronze lip on a day-to-day without it being part of a costume. This, you can see there's very definitely that rose tone. Still has that pale, beautiful, I think they all have like that same glitter, pale glitter in them. So, again, I know they're a little bit patchy and they're not necessarily going to look the prettiest right now, but I want to show you what they all looked like side by side, all in the same material. And I know everybody does swatches on their arms, but I find, you know, unless you have the exact same skin tone as somebody, today's more about the color, not necessarily as much about the application. This is, excuse me, this is an Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one is called American Doll. Of course it is. I'm a big fan of her formulas. And like I had started to say, oh, look how beautiful that is. That's a very stunning red. I'm a big red lip fan. Yes, I had started to say I was a big supporter of the Kat Von D makeup brand, but I've kind of done away with that in the last couple of years. I don't really care for her business practices or politics, so I'll just leave it at that. If you're a fan of her products, great, good for you. I don't think her makeup's bad by any means. Yeah, this is the other Anastasia. Again, it's a dark product in a dark font. Packaging, so I will go ahead and read this off to you. It is this one. I don't know if that's right. It just says paint. Paint liquid lipstick. I don't think that's right, but here we go. Put this right down. I've definitely used this many a night. If you're just going out with friends, doing something a little bit crazier, or I've worn it to things at like an art gallery when you are allowed to be a little bit funkier. Yeah, you know what? Is this one? I'm going to show you really quickly. This is where it says American Doll, and this one is the one that says paint. So, I don't know. I'm inclined to think that maybe that is what they called this one. Moving on, so those are the first 5. Start with the 2 Maybelline formulas. So, this is Possessed Plum 50. This is that Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid. And like I said, I don't find that this one dries well at all. It does have plum, but on the lip, the way it oxidized on me personally, I found it to have so much black in it, and then to have it also not dry down, it wasn't like a good formula for me personally. So I mean, I still use it when I'm doing costumes or something specific. I've certainly, I don't know if you guys are also someone who's used lip gloss as like an eye topper before. You can certainly do that. So again, this is the Possessed Plum. Next is the Maybelline New York. This is their new ink formula. This one does dry down. It is called Founder. That's a little different. So Founder in shade 115. Put that right on down here. And with the thing with drugstore, as we've all experienced, you know, everybody has the same sort of complaint, is you can't see what it truly looks like. Like the packaging here is one color, and the way it dries down might not be what you're looking for. So that's a double-edged sword there. You pick it up and it's like Schrodinger's box. It's at once a very good color idea and a very bad color idea until you're trying it on. So this is the Lorac I'm gonna go into the Pirates of the Caribbean tube. This again is a dual-ended stick, so the first end, kind of dinky packaging actually once you open it. This is sort of there. Let's see, they don't have individual names, the lipstick and lip gloss, but this one looks like the package itself as a whole is called Me Hearties. So, very on brand for Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know if we can get like a solid swipe. It's not terrible. You can see it's got sort of that peachy nude everybody's looking for these days. Nude became the it word and sort of stayed. So that's the lipstick. This is the gloss by the same name. And you can see I find the gloss translates redder. I'm sure you'll see that as well. And no, it's not, I don't believe it's mixed with anything. I've done my best to keep my products separate from each other so they stay. And again, glosses are not necessarily going to swipe on as beautifully as some of the actual products that we've worked with so far. There we go. That's about as solid of a stripe as I think it'll manage. So those are the two next to each other. You can see there's definitely more of a red tone there. I don't think anyone would argue that. Alright, so this is everything all at once so far. We have this lip pencil. I just wanted to show for good measure. This is that Wet n Wild pencil I talked about. I'm going to do it right on this corner here. So it's that nice, pretty Barbie pink Corvette sort of tone. So, and sorry, let me quickly look for the, this is the Wet n Wild On Edge Long Wearing Eye Pencil. And it is called A260 in Shock Therapy. So that's that. Definitely a Barbie color. I don't know if Barbie would agree with or wear anything that was called Shock Therapy, but here we are. And next we're going to move into the Anastasia Beverly